The views shared on the Atoxic Tea Lounge platform are for entertainment and informational purposes only and should not be taken as established facts. We encourage all viewers to conduct their own research, as this space serves as a neutral zone. The intention here is never to harm or defame anyone but to uphold freedom of speech and utilize fair use content. Please note that open, unfiltered opinions are part of the platform's character. On a different note, Blueface's father has been spending time with his grandchildren. It seems that Jaden Alexis has forgiven him, and they've been seen together. With Karlissa, it looks like they're working to rebuild their family bonds. Karlissa even shared, "Meanwhile, my whole family is fighting just to get back to where we once were, from the kids all the way to the adults." Did you all catch how genuinely happy Javon was when he saw a glimpse of his father yesterday? Honestly, I don't think even his mom expected him to be that emotional. But if you want the full experience, you can watch the entire episode this time. It wasn't me bringing the cameras. Bree took charge and documented the whole thing. What I want everyone to start noticing is just how deeply these kids are affected by the grown adults acting immature, angry, and emotional toward each other, often unaware of the toll it takes on the children. I refuse to let that continue for this family. No more of that pain. And while it sounds like a hopeful sentiment, let me be real with you, this kind of cycle is all too familiar. We keep giving chances, weathering drama, and then somehow end up right back where we started. It becomes a pattern. The real question is, will the adults finally pull it together this time? Especially for the grandchildren. I'm talking about Blueface's dad, Karlissa, her husband Blueface himself, Jaden, the key players who have been intertwined since Blueface and Jaden had their kids and stepped into the roles of granddad and grandma, along with others like Callie. But let's be honest, the real chaos seems to swirl around Blueface himself. That's the heart of the issue. Before I wrap this up, we absolutely need to give Jaden her flowers, her trophy, and her award. She didn't have to forgive me or Jonathan Daddy for all the mess we caused, forgetting who we are and what we've been through. Watching this next episode on 6et had all of us in tears. Life teaches us to forgive, accept apologies, and give people chances, but it also teaches us to set boundaries. And when the same mistakes keep happening, sometimes you have to walk away. Excuse Butters in the background, he's trying to sneak out of my room, but I'll get to him shortly. Back to what I was saying. Jaden, let this be your last time. Forgiving anyone who disrespects you or your children, or drags you into unnecessary drama. It really only becomes what you allow. Now, as we look forward to Blueface's release, the question is, how will things really hold up? Before he gets out, after he's out, and while he's inside? What do you all think? This upcoming episode is about real accountability, genuine transparency, and people who truly love their kids. We send blessings to them all. God bless you. Amen. Don't worry, Jaden, your daddy's not leaving you. She'll remind him every 5 minutes, "Don't leave me." And honestly, Jaden's heart is so pure. She continued to be blessed, no matter what. Even if you have to cut toxic people out, blessings will still come. I love seeing the family heal and come together because the kids need everyone now more than ever. Especially with their father behind bars. It really does take a village. And thankfully, this village is healing. But honestly, sometimes those villages can tear you down more than they lift you up. When the negative energy is gone, the entire family seems to get along beautifully. Remember how tense it was before Croon? Let's not pretend otherwise. But there's a noticeable difference now. Things are shifting. They're all on the mend, and I love seeing this kind of positivity. Of course, I hope it lasts. I don't mean to be a pessimist, but let's be honest, how long do these changes usually hold up when we see it firsthand? But one thing's for sure, no one could ever make me hate you. Jaden, not happening. Have y'all noticed how Javon lit up when he caught a glimpse of his dad yesterday? Honestly, I doubt his mom expected him to get that emotional. But if you want the full picture, check out the episode this time. It wasn't me holding the camera. Bree showed up with it and captured every moment. What's really striking is how the kids are bearing the weight of grown folks acting immature and hostile toward each other, often unaware of the damage it causes. I'm done with that cycle for this family, no more pain for them. Sure, it sounds hopeful and uplifting, but let's get real. This pattern repeats. We give chances, weather drama, then somehow end up back at square one. Will the adults finally get their act together for the sake of the grandchildren? I'm talking about Blueface's dad, Karlissa, her husband, Blueface himself, Jaden, all the key players since Blueface and Jaden became parents and stepped into grandparent roles, alongside others like Callie, but the heart of the drama, Blueface himself, that's where the chaos lives. Before we finish, let's give Jaden her flowers, her trophy, her well-earned praise. She didn't have to forgive me or Jonathan Daddy for all the mistakes and forgetting our roots. Watching the next episode on Six-It, we all cried. Life teaches us to forgive, accept apologies, and give second chances, but it also teaches us boundaries. When the same issues keep repeating, sometimes walking away is necessary. Pardon Butters in the background, he's trying to sneak out of my room, but I'll get to him soon. Back to the point, Jaden, let this be the last time you forgive anyone who disrespects you, your kids, or drags you into unnecessary drama. It's about what you allow. Now, looking ahead to Blueface's release, how will things really hold? Before he's out, after he's out, and while inside, what do y'all think? This upcoming episode is about true accountability, raw honesty, and real love for their kids. Blessings to them, all. God bless. Amen. Absolutely. Jaden's daddy isn't going anywhere anytime soon. She's got that covered. Reminding him every 5 minutes with a heartfelt, "Don't leave me." Her love and dedication are unwavering, a testament to her pure and genuine heart. It's that purity and strength that will continue to attract blessings into her life, even if she has to make the tough decision to cut toxic people loose. Sometimes, protecting your peace means letting go of what no longer serves you. And Jaden embodies that wisdom far beyond her years. Watching this family slowly come together and heal is genuinely heartwarming, especially now, with their father behind bars. The kids need every ounce of support and love more than ever. The old saying, "It takes a village," rings true, but the reality is often more complicated. Villages can be both a source of strength and, unfortunately, sometimes a cause of more pain. The dynamics within a family and their surrounding community can either uplift or weigh heavily on those involved. Thankfully, the negative energy that once clouded this family's space seems to be dissipating, allowing healing and growth to take root. Before Croon came into the picture, the family was steeped in tension, conflict, and division. That period was tough to watch, and anyone paying attention could see the strain it placed on everyone, especially the children caught in the crossfire. But things are different now. There's a genuine shift happening, a movement toward forgiveness, understanding, and togetherness. The path to healing isn't always linear or easy, but this family is making strides, and it's inspiring to witness. Of course, I'm hopeful this positive change sticks around for the long haul. Change can be fragile, especially when it's unfolding publicly for all to see. The skepticism is natural. How often do we see families fall back into old patterns despite moments of peace? The real challenge is maintaining the progress and continuing to build a foundation of trust and love that can withstand future storms. But if anyone can do it, it's this family. Especially with Jaden's spirit leading the way. And here's something I want to make crystal clear. No one, absolutely no one, could ever make me hate Jaden. She's that resilient, that real, and that deserving of love and respect. She's a bright light in this story, and I stand firmly on her side. The struggles she's endured and the strength she shows only deepen my admiration for her. In a world where family drama often dominates headlines, Jaden reminds us what it means to hold on to love, hope, and the belief that families can mend and grow stronger. So as this village heals and rebuilds, let's keep sending good energy their way. Healing isn't just about fixing what's broken. It's about nurturing what's good and allowing the positive to flourish. This family, led by Jaden's unwavering heart, is showing us all how that's done. Forget this, Mike, I'm done with it. Mic check, 1 2. Somebody spray some fruit punch or something to wake me up. Why drink a freeze when water will do? The pan's not even hot yet, but the meat's about to warm it up, that's the secret. Butter? Nah. But she actually asked if they needed butter even though she claims to know how to cook. If you want butter, just put it in. No need for validation every step. She's supposed to be the chef while Roy plays sous chef, yet she's asking if they want butter while he talks about cleaning. Do you add butter to your taco meat? I don't. I just toss it in the pan, season, and call it a day. Later, I cooked my tacos, side by side with hers so you can judge the seasoning. Remember Croon's last dish? A microwaved hot dog, definitely. Watching this unfold, she talks about waking the pan up, not just letting the meat flop. They don't even have plates yet. How do you eat tacos without plates? The Wi-Fi's lagging, but I'm good. The meat's browning perfectly. And yes, we season the stove. Two-clip farming is wild, but seasoning the stove is legit. Croon acts like she doesn't cook often, needing Roy just to stir while she seasons. Roy seems uninterested in her flirting, which is obvious, but maybe it's just his calm vibe. She might not put enough seasoning, or prefers it simple. For me and my crew, it's taco, meat, cheese, and a few toppings like sour cream or salsa. No overload of lettuce and tomato. What about y'all? How do you season your meat, and what toppings do you like? I'm grabbing a drink now, this cooking session's just getting started. Croon rarely cooks alone and always needs company for her streams. Do you put water in your taco meat? I don't, but might try if you say it works. Usually, I drain the grease and call it a day. Gotta taste the meat before adding more seasoning. Don't want to overdo it. Cooking for a crew can be sweaty know that kitchen heat and hustle. So, how do you make your tacos perfect? What's your secret? This taco situation low-key looks like it's going to turn out alright. Since it's mostly just the meat though, we definitely need some lettuce. Tomatoes are a no-go for me. Someone just put on these sunglasses for the camera, and I turned on my phone thinking, why can't I cook every day? It's hot in here, pepper's a must. No way, I couldn't handle this heat. Honestly, I don't want to take my clothes off, just walk around and chill. On a scale from 1 to 10, how do you think this is going to taste? I'm confident, it's got love in it, and that's what counts. The taco shells are getting ready too, with oil in a small pan. We're still waiting on plates, though can't eat without plates. Roy's rushing, but we can't just toss tacos anywhere. These shells look good, but I prefer the other ones. We have to drain the fat from the meat, can't have all that grease. The chat's glitching, so I can't see your reactions. What do you think? Will Roy and Khan last being around each other? Honestly, it doesn't seem like much is happening between them. He looks uninterested, just wanting to get through the stream. I feel like he might get annoyed quickly, and Khan's personality might be too much for him to handle. She definitely needs to work on herself some, might call it just her personality. But honestly, she could tone it down a bit. At 25, as a mother and adult, she should focus on maturing because not many will want to be around someone like that. People are a mix of pros and cons. If the cons outweigh the pros, sometimes it's best to walk away. Regarding Karlissa, Jaden and Blueface's dad, we know there's a lot of flip-flopping. Some days they're Team Jaden, some days Team Khan, or both. It depends on the mood. It sounds great when they say they want to reunite for the kids, but talk is cheap. We've heard it before, we're working it out, I want to see my grandchild, then suddenly there's drama and threats. If you can't stand someone, just avoid them. Cash probably feels used by Karlissa and Blueface's family, complaining about clip farming and clout chasing, while Karlissa throws shade back, calling her an evil spirit, and so on. Then they say they love Croon because of her son. It's just too much back and forth. I believe if you trust and like someone, you keep it simple, friends or family. But if there's doubt or discomfort, it's best to stay away. That's my take, but at the end of the day, this is their life and they'll do what they want. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Bye for now.